Whoa! Who saw that coming? This is the brand new UMX A-10 with the desert camo scheme. How cool is that? Very awesome. So UMX stopped doing the old A-10, right? So they have updated it and fixed it and upgraded it, and now we have the very cool desert camo UMX A-10. It's back and hopefully better than ever. Today we're gonna do a maiden flight of this and test it for you, let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money. But I know the UMX people out there they were feeling neglected. There has been this like dead dry spell of amazing UMX planes coming to the market. It almost felt like, is UMX going away? No, they're not. They are not. They are here and stronger than ever. I have safe select on a switch with this, which means it should be very beginner friendly. The best part about it is that it comes in one piece out of the box. There is no build time at all. It took me longer to just bind this up to my radio than it did anything else. By the way, check this out. Here's some new technology on a small UMX plane. I'm happy to see this, but know that you don't have to have this. Look at that. Abby, can you get a very close shot of that nice little baby IC2 connector? Yes. Isn't that awesome? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about this for a second. In case any of you had any doubts, first and foremost, yes, there are now small, smart batteries to go in our little UMX planes, and they are so cute and so powerful and so smart. So very happy about that, but they are a little bit expensive. So know that you don't have to pay the high price tag on this. It's like in the $20 range for one of these batteries. This plane will fly on a 2S or a 3S battery. We'll have both options linked in the description box below, not just these smart batteries, but it'll fly on a 2S battery that costs $9 on Horizon's website. And if you want to, you can just use this. It's very common to have a JST plug on a small UMX plane. They sell on their website an IC2 to JST plug converter, so you don't have to buy into the smart batteries if you want to enjoy this airplane. I think that's really awesome. But if you are smart and you have the smart batteries and you're trying to keep up with the awesome technology, check this out. So here's how I charged my 2 flight batteries, okay? On the brand new Gen 2 smart charger, and you can take it from IC3, which is, you know what? I'm almost a little bit frustrated with them. They did this amazing thing where they have this IC3, boom, IC5, matter of a switch. I want a 3-position switch with an IC2 connector on there. That would have been awesome, but that's okay. This is the next best thing because let's face it, not a lot of us are gonna have these IC2 battery connectors. So they've got a little converter for everybody. You do not need to spend a lot of money to fly this airplane, but let's fly this brand new UMX A-10. I'm excited, let's go. What an awesome plane, guys. This will be linked in the description box below if you want to pick one up for yourself. They're available for pre-order right now, and just know that if you use those links, they help support our channel and our family. Clear for takeoff. Here we go. Yeah. It's been a while since I've flown a UMX plane. This reminds me a lot of the UMX Citation because it uses the same electronics as the UMX Citation. How cool is that? So if you guys like that little Citation, you'll probably love this. I actually like this a lot more than the Citation personally, just the way it looks. And it's flying really good. Even on this extremely, very windy evening, we waited until the very last minute for today to get out here and fly. And I'm glad we did because it was like 15-mile-an-hour winds constant. Now, I'm not saying this couldn't fly in that, but of course we wanted to give it a little bit better of a chance. Isn't that cool?
Looks good.
How are you tracking it? You doing okay?
Oh yeah.
So this whole flight right now, I'm flying with safe on, but I do plan on taking safe off. Now there's a wide variety of batteries you can fly on this from 2S to 3S. I have been told that on 2S it flies extremely well. You can power through wind, you can do nice loops from a horizontal flight position. You don't have to dive down or anything, but of course we're flying on 3S, so let's give it a 3S pass. Here we go, full throttle.
Wow, okay, I missed it.
On full throttle, then it does just that cruising speed.
You'll have to do
so
that
let's put
again,
the
I'm
nose
sorry.
into the wind, and we're gonna go full throttle.
One more full throttle.
I gotta give people a full throttle pass with no Nate talking. Here we go. You track it okay?
It's fast
That was
for such a
awesome.
little
It
guy.
just sounds like this very incognito little stealth dart zipping through the sky when it's on full throttle. It's actually a louder sound when it's at about half throttle. The RPMs when they are at their full speed are a bit quieter. The pitch is so high. Listen to this.
Oh my God, he flew over us.
I know, I wanted to be really close to the mic. That is cool. Let's get a little bit of height on this and do just a little bit of a glide. You know, now that we're up here, I want to kick safe off and see how it flies. So there's safe off. Let's go ahead and roll it. Nice, it feels just like the big A-10. Here's a nice loop at about 3/4 throttle. That's a little high up, so let's bring it in a little lower and a little closer, and we'll do some more maneuvers with it. Okay, you ready? Nice roll. Let's get a loop right in front of us here. A little bit crooked, I'll smoothen it out there. There we go. And if I ever panic, I can just throw my safe switch and it will level that plane out for me. No problem, but we still have AS3X on and I can tell it's working hard. It's a very kind of gusty evening. Wow, this is cool. Overcast day, I don't know, can you guys see it all right? I bet the silhouette looks like a real A10 coming in. The only thing this is missing is retracts. But you know, if you need an A10 with retracts, the big E-flite one is pretty sweet. There we go. This is a head turner, you know, I'm gonna put safe on because I dropped below that hill. But if you pulled this out at the airfield or your friends or just even for yourself, this is what we like to call a shelf queen. It just looks so good. The UMX attention to detail is always as good as it gets for this size of airplane. There's this massive fan base of UMX airplanes, and I have a feeling that people are going to be pretty excited about this one. Just cruising. You got to fly this one, Abby. This is a very cool plane. I'm just going to fly it till it drops out of the sky because I want to know about what we can expect on flight time for about an average flight. You know, we're cruising half throttle, 3/4 throttle, occasional full throttle. Here we go. Kick safe off, do a nice roll, drop down low. This thing is sweet. There's our that's a 4-minute timer actually. Yeah, here we go. A nice roll there. Go into a loop. Gotta lose the enemy with our A-10 doing some crazy stuff. This is just fun. Oh, the A-10 is such a cool plane. So I had the original gray A-10, but one of my good buddies ended up with it. I turned safe back on so I can just cruise. And I think he still has it. So one of these days we're gonna have to get back together and fly them together. You know, I keep pretty much all of my my UMX planes, but that was one that I didn't hold on to. So I'm glad this one exists now. And it makes me want to fly the Citation again. I haven't flown that in a little while. The Citation, in case you didn't know, is like a passenger airliner plane, and really truly, because it has two motors, it's the same platform as this airplane, so it's flying very similarly. But I kind of think I like how this flies more, even in all this wind. I don't know, that could just be down to structure of the airplane, but I don't really know. This one just feels a little more solid to me. But I haven't flown the Citation in a while. Nice low pass over the runway. Let's climb it. And I'll do a roll with that climb. Wow, this has a lot of power on 3S. Remember though, you can cruise on a 2S airplane, 2S battery, I'm sorry. Let's use a nice white bank there. This is just screaming. Oh, I like this. It flies really, really good. Just kick safe back on. I just like going back and forth. Sometimes I like to just glide it in. There's 0 throttle. We'll throttle out of it. Yeah. This one kind of caught me off guard, you know? An airplane that I wasn't really expecting, but the fact that they discontinued that original UMX A-10, again, I'm really glad that they brought this back. Now, would you guys have rather seen the classic gray and light gray scheme, or do you like this desert camo paint scheme? Because I like it, it's different. I've never owned anything with this desert camo pattern on it, so that's for me, when you have a little bit, you know, you don't want all your airplanes to all be like white and gray, you know? You want there to be some variety. So I'm big, I can tell my power's starting to sag just a little bit lower, but it's not there yet. So I definitely want to push this till it stops. Now I don't recommend you guys do that, but the reason I'm doing it for this flight is so we can see how far this battery will let it go. And you can set your controller timer if you want to. Yeah, I'm at like, I just glanced down, I think I'm about 7 minutes right now. So if I'm able to hit, you know, 9 minutes, then maybe when you hit 8 minutes, it's time to land. I won't push a battery this hard ever again, just on this flight.
Oh my goodness, you do that and it just
oh yeah, also
can't keep up.
That was my voltage alarm. So if
I was wondering, you were sitting here talking about it and
well,
I was just
listen,
sitting here like, doesn't it have telemetry?
Not everybody is gonna fly with this awesome new technology, but yes, it does have it. I should have said that.
I was wondering.
No, that alarm you guys heard was the telemetry letting me know the battery is getting low. So some people are not going to want to pay like 22 bucks for the free S battery on this airplane. They sell on the same website. We'll link them all down there. You can get a 2S battery for this for like 9 bucks, and you can get a 3S battery for this for like, I think $13. You know, really affordable. You do not have to drop a fortune, but if you already have the Gen 2 charger and you're just getting into UMX airplanes, it would probably be really smart to buy into the Gen 2 ecosystem just because it's so easy to use. Man, this flight time is amazing. If Spectrum's smart batteries were, you know, crap and they had that smart tech, it would be very easy to say, nah, yeah, you can pass on that, right? But because their batteries are actually high performance, it's a hard thing to pass on. You guys gotta at least try owning 1 or 2 Gen 1 or Gen 2 batteries. If you've never owned the smart batteries, you owe it to yourself to give them a shot. This thing is ridiculous. This is awesome. Here's 0 throttle. I'm gonna try a little touch and go, even in this wind. We got safe on, we got flare here. Little touch and go. Nice. We'll just, there we go, that's full throttle. My voltage alarm is going off on that climb.
It's 9 minutes.
9 minutes, I called it. It's going off. So let's go in for a nice actual smooth landing now. See if we can nail it. What a maiden flight. If I can land this, then this might be one of my favorite little UMX maidens ever, because it has just been pure fun from the first second I took off to,
you came in way too fast.
Let's redeem that one more time. Let's try. I knew I was going to jinx it by saying that. I knew it. You guys hear my alarm? It is definitely time to land. That's half throttle. The alarm's not going off. There, it's going off, so it's saying, hey, don't do this to me, man. But I got to do it. I got to do it. That wind just picked up. I'll take that one. Nice 3-point landing. The A-10, guys, very awesome. Look at that. Now this would do well on grass too, but what you'd probably want to do is a hand launch on grass, or just take off from really smooth grass, but it could easily land in grass without a problem. I'm not sure that this is like title worthy or anything, but I think that we could officially say that this airplane, and paired with like all the smart technology, is the most advanced and easiest to use ecosystem UMX plane, or any airplane for that matter, that I've ever seen. What I mean by that is the airplane comes in one piece in the box. That doesn't happen very often. You don't have to do anything with the receiver. You just turn the airplane on, bind it to the transmitter, and everything works amazingly well. On top of that, you've also got telemetry if you pair it with the NX6 or the NX8 or the new 10. I really would like that one. And they all work perfectly. The only thing I had to do was assign safe to a switch. So, you know, if you want to turn it on and off, you can assign safe. I always put it on this one, it's just easy to use. Then with the charger and the batteries too, I plugged them in today and I thought, because I've been using my Gen 1 a little bit, my Gen 2 some, but on these tiny little baby batteries, you always got to get out like converters and adapters, and then you got to get out the little thing that'll accept like a smaller battery, you know. This just plugged into that charger, the Gen 2 charger. I literally just plugged it in, it started charging. I'm geeking out over this stuff because it's exciting. I've been in the hobby hard for 8 solid years now, and I have to charge all of our batteries, mine and Abby's, and anytime we go do anything, I'm happy she's in the hobby. She just doesn't want to learn to charge the batteries.
That's not true. Someone has to watch the child.
Yeah,
you know, the offspring you helped create.
There's that too. So now Abby doesn't have any excuses. We can plug it in and it has a countdown timer and it shows you there's 18 minutes left to charge this thing. It is wonderful. It makes it very easy to schedule getting out the door. So it was a mystery before. Well, I gotta wait on these batteries to charge. I don't know. Don't get the kid ready yet because we just don't know. Now, 20 minutes left. Time to start getting the kid ready. And that actually saves us like 20 minutes getting out the door. It's amazing. It's really nice. This stuff, it's all linked down below. As a whole, it's kind of an expensive startup, but if you're getting into the hobby and you know you're going to like it and it's going to be a long-term hobby, it's worth buying into the NX series. I personally recommend the NX8. Yeah, it's 40 more bucks, but for the price point of these to have the 2 extra channels, you really should pick it up, and they're shipping now. So the NX6 will save you $40, but it's almost like, what's the point? You need to go with the 8, honestly. But if you're all about saving money and you know you're not going to fly anything over 6 channels, you still get that 7th bonus channel for safe. So you can fly any 6-channel airplane, and most airplanes are 6 channels or less. So I recommend all of it. It's all linked down there. The A-10 is awesome. And for this flying experience and getting out here in time to fly this for you guys, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, just during the flight of this video, the wind died down for that 15 or 20 minutes. And so for that, I thank God, because it's been a very windy day. Also, a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because without you guys, the channel wouldn't be what it is today. And so just from the bottom of our hearts, we're so happy to have you guys supporting the team, and thank you so much. Well, I have one of my new recent favorite UMX planes, the little Night Vapor. It's the complete opposite of this thing, but if you are like me and you enjoy a nice Bob Ross moment of the RC world, then that is right up your alley. It's worth your time at least watching, because it's very cool, it's very fun, very unique. So we'll have the UMX Night Vapor video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!